In the scriptural justice system, the highest of the high, the Most High, Yah, is the judge and jury, and the seed of Israel are his children. These are their stories. Wall 7. The Financial Chains of the Beast. Spiritual slavery rebranded as economic bondage. Open quote from Yokes to Yields, how they replaced chains with credit. Close quote. You were once shackled physically. Now you're shackled digitally, economically and contractually, and most don't even realize it. This wall exposes how the global beast system transitioned from whips and slave ships to debt, wages and digital ID, and how it all traces back to prophecy. Part 1. From plantation slavery to corporate slavery. Physical to economic bondage. Chattel slavery outlawed? Yes. Systemic slavery outlawed? Absolutely not. They swapped. Old system, new system. Chains and whips, debt and credit scores. Overseers, bosses and payrolls. Slave patrols, police departments, cotton fields, cubicles and factories. Shack housing, 30-year mortgages. Slave ships, student loans and rent. Open quote, no man can serve two masters. You cannot serve both God and mammon. Matt 6:24. Close quote. Part 2. The Central Banking Beast. Birth of the Money Masters. 1913. Federal Reserve created. A private banking cartel granted full control over U.S. currency, tied to the Rothschilds, Warburgs and others with deep occult and Masonic affiliations. Every US dollar is a debt note, not backed by gold, but by your labor. Open quote, the borrower is slave to the lender. Proverbs 22:7, close quote. Global Economic Babylon. IMF, World Bank, BIS, all set up post-World War II. They enslave nations through loans that create never-ending debt cycles. Developing nations, especially in Africa, give up land, minerals and sovereignty in exchange for debt forgiveness. This is global financial colonization. Part 3. Birth certificates and the strawman identity. You're a corporation. At birth, you're issued a certificate, not for your benefit, but to make you property of the state. That certificate is used to open a trust in your name in all caps. This is your strawman, the legal fiction used for taxation, loans and digital ID. Every paycheck, loan or license is technically tied to this corporate entity, not your living self. Why it matters spiritually. They turned living souls into economic assets. Just like in ancient Egypt, your value is calculated by how many bricks you produce. Part 4. The New Beast Mark. Digital Slavery. The coming digital economy, CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, will replace cash, linked to social credit scores, vaccination status, carbon usage, religious beliefs. If you disobey the system, access revoked. Open quote, no one could buy or sell unless he had the mark, Revelation 13:10, close quote. This is not just about money, it's about total control. Part 5. The Sorcery of Babylon. Open quote. For by her sorceries were all nations deceived. Rev 18:23. Close quote. Sorcery in Greek equals pharmakia, the mixing of financial, pharmaceutical and spiritual deception. Modern banking and medicine stem from ancient alchemy and Talmudic gematria. Your name, value and worth are now digitized spells, contracts, agreements and consents. Part 6. The Prophetic Blueprint. Isaiah 10 verse 1-3, open quote. Woe to those who decree unrighteous decrees, to rob the poor of their rights and make widows their prey. Close quote. Habakkuk 2 verse 6-7, open quote. Woe to him who loads himself with pledges. Shall not your creditors rise up suddenly? Close quote. Revelation 18:11, open quote. The merchants of the earth will weep, because no one buys their cargo anymore. Close quote. This is why Babylon falls in 1 hour, because its entire system is built on blood and theft. Part 7. Breaking the financial chains. Exodus all over again. In the first Exodus, Israel left with the gold of Egypt, Exodus 12:35-36. In the second, Yah says he himself will handle repayment. Open quote. Isaiah 61:7. Instead of your shame, you shall have double. In their land, they shall possess double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them. Close quote. Open quote. Deuteronomy 30 verse 3. Then Yah will turn your captivity and have compassion and gather you from all the nations. Close quote. Open quote. Baruch 2:30-35. Apocrypha. They will remember themselves in the land of their captivity, and I will bring them again into the land I promised their fathers. Close quote. Final thought. They used contracts, corporations, and credits to enslave Yah's people. But Yah uses covenants, promises, and prophecy to set them free. The economy may say you're worthless. The court may say you're guilty. The banks may say you're in debt. But heaven says you're chosen, and that bill has already been paid in full. That's Wall 7. Shattered.
I'm just flying high on my horse. I live by peace while you incite wars. I just mind my business, I just mind my business. While you just in your feelings, you just in your feelings.